Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm uploading this highly requested look of my curly braids. So I'm using Miel Organics Almond Mint Oil and the Air Edge Gel. And I'm starting off on an old flat twist out actually. If you want to know what I use to style my hair this way, definitely check my previous video because I do have a tutorial up for what I used. So I'm basically just making sections. I want one side to be larger than the other, so I'm doing a deep side part with these braids. And I'm just taking some of the almond mint oil to kind of moisturize and just add some softness to my hair. This oil is great at leaving your hair very soft and just helping prevent my hair from drying out since I'm already starting on an old style. And yes, I know oil is not a moisturizer, so I did have my hair lightly moistened, and I'm basically just using the oil to seal that in. Now, one braid is completely done, as you can see, and what I did is I actually snuck in some curly clips so that I could get a little added length with this. So that's basically what I'm showing you guys here. I clipped in some of the clip-ins close to the base of my hair to get the most length out of them and to get the most length into the braid. And then it's very simple. After I clipped in the clip-ins, I basically just continued to braid my natural hair, and I just added in the curly clip extension hair as well with the braids. So I'm sorry for the angle here. It doesn't really show you exactly what I'm doing because of the way that I braid. But I tried to zoom in so that you guys could see what I'm doing for those that really wanted a detailed tutorial. But this next shot is better at seeing how I did the braiding. And it may look like I don't know what I'm doing. It's not that, but since I'm starting off on an old style, my hair is very thick, one. And two, I don't want my braids or my hair to be very tangly. So I was really taking my time working through my hair and slowly adding in the the curly clips, that I was braiding in with the hair. So with this style, I think it's best to take your time braiding, even if you are a person that's been braiding for a while and you're really comfortable with it. But if you're starting off on thick, old hair and you have kind of some tangles in your hair, you want to just take your time and be gentle with your hair. And then if you're adding in extensions, also take your time so that you get a really sleek look. It's better to just take your time braiding the first time than have to undo your hair and start all over. So that's why I was just going pretty slow, and I also wanted to go pretty slow because I was recording this. So now I've got my two braids here, and what I'm doing is just taking some edge gel from here to sleek out the look a little more. That's just my preference. A lot of the braids that I've seen that I was inspired by for this style, the braids are done in a really sleek way. So even though my hair was very textured because I was starting off on an old style, I loved that part, but I wanted my edges and the part that I made to be very defined and sleek. So I added some edge gel to really make my part pronounced. And I also added some edge gel to, of course, my edges so that my style would be very sleek. And then the braids could still have tons of texture. Now, if you don't have that preference or you don't want to have your edges laid down in this way, that's not your preference, you don't really like that look, then of course you can just go ahead and skip this step. It's completely optional. I'm using the Miel Organics edge gel, and it's kind of like exactly what it says it is. It's a combination of kind of like an edge control and a gel in its texture, and it's really great at making your edges sleek. Now, I'm going to do an edge control video very soon on my channel, but one of the complaints that people say that happens with their edge gel is that it turns white. Now, a big reason why that happens is because people just put it on their hair and stop here. As you can see, the camera's picking up. It makes it look shiny and white if you do just that and stop. So I like to add a little oil, and I also like to wet my edges as well and then work in the product very well with a small brush or a small comb. Now that is my preference, totally up to you, but I find doing that helps work the product in and helps me to avoid having a white residue appearance on my hair, and it also prolongs the longevity of how long the edge gel works. So basically the next day after I wrapped my hair up and I still had the style in, my edges were still laid down. I didn't need to reapply any product because of taking these steps. So I will do a full video explaining what I mean, but basically don't just take your edge gel and put it on your hair and stop there. You need to really work the product in. I also, like I said, take a little oil sometimes, and then most of all, I like wetting my edges. I feel like I get the best result when I do that. So that's pretty much it, guys. I work the product in a bit more off camera, and then I'll show you guys the pictures at the end of the finished look. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.